Wood on the phone from, down south. I'd like to start with the land acknowledgement. The town of Inuvik acknowledges that we are located on the traditional lands of the Gwich'in and the Nunavut people of the Northwest Territories. We are grateful to be allowed the opportunity to learn, work, and live on Treaty 11 lands within the Gwich'in settlement area and the land of the Inuvik final agreement. So we'll call the meeting to order, please. And adoption of the agenda. Moved by Councillor Filipowski, seconded by Councillor Day. All in favor? Thank you, that's passed. We have a declaration of conflict of interest for pecuniary interest. Councillor Devlin?
9-1.
Councillor Alexis, both on 9-1. Thank you. Delegations, presentations, or petitions. On Monday night, we had a presentation by Grant Sullivan about an EV charging station in Inuvik. And tonight I see that we have Staff Sergeant Jesse Alba with the RCMP. Will you come up to the microphone?
On side here, have power. There we go, thanks, Nat. Thanks, everybody. Won't be as exciting probably as the EV charging station was, but I mean, as everyone I think is aware, probably start with some of the recent proactive drug enforcement that we've been doing. Not recent, but continue to do. You know, obviously the one that was a few weeks ago, the concerning thing was one of the individuals we found had already been charged here, put on a condition, released on bail not to come back, still came back. So, you know, that frustrates us, obviously, when those types of things happen. It's puts the community at risk and makes our job a little bit harder, but hopefully that individual will not get bail this time in a perfect world. There was also the incident over the weekend. I know that was in May, technically, but I'd like to briefly discuss it too, just to show you how serious we take those types of things. You know, bringing the emergency response team up from Yellowknife, police dog services, etc. You know, that's how it's the severity of how we take these things. And you know, when they come up, they can do those things a lot, you know, very safely to keep the community safe too, right? These, you know, these units sometimes are in apartment buildings. They're obviously neighbors and things like that. So having access to those and bringing them up here, you know, helps keep everybody safe. So, you know, that's sort of in a nutshell, kind of what I wanted to highlight from the mayor's report. But, you know, open to any questions, comments, or concerns that the councillor or the mayor on the phone has.
Any comments or concerns?
I have a comment.
Please go ahead, Clarence.
You know, I just want to take the opportunity to thank the RCMP for the work they're doing on drug enforcement. This really helps our community, and these people have no place in our town. So keep up the good work, Jesse, and thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
I think that's echoed by the rest of council and the community. So thank you very much. Any other questions or comments for Staff Sergeant Autumn? If not, we'll let you go. You're good?
Sure.
Okay, if not, we'll let you go. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next we have public question period. Any questions from the public? Seeing none, we'll move on to the adoption of the minutes. We have the minutes from the April 22nd and April 24th council meetings. I please have a motion to approve those minutes. Councillor Devlin, Councillor Alexis, all in favor? The motion is passed.
Yes.
We have the action items list. One of the requests was that this be tidied up, and sorry, that was the strategic priority chart. Is there anything on the action items list that people have questions on? Councillor Devlin?
Just, I guess the map in the chambers, I think, you mentioned that we could get the plotter fixed and I did offer to see if we could print it as well. So, I think the offer special is.
Thank you for that offer. I will let Director DeComu respond.
So yeah, we did have an issue with the plotter, which we were working with the IT folks to fix. But currently, Director Lyman has said he was going to print it. So I spoke to him about it this week, actually, and he said he was going to print it at the ACTMC. So hopefully we should have it before the next council cycle of meetings.
Thank you. We have new business, the update to fees and changes policy. Are there any questions? Can I have a motion to approve this, please? Counselor Tulowitzki, we have a seconder. Counselor Harder. Are there any questions? All in favor? And the motion is
Yes.
passed. Thank you. Moving on to 8.2, the Great Northern Arts Festival request for a donation. We have been given a package by them, and there was an addition that we all received today regarding exactly what they're requiring when. Are there any questions? Or let's have a motion first. Sorry, a motion to approve. Councillor Devlin, Councillor Harder. Any questions? Yes, Councillor Kulikowski.
Just has anyone, I know it's pretty short time, I've had a chance to see if their updated schedule reduces this amount at all? Or does it pretty much fall into what they originally applied for?
You mean the dollar amount of the
Yeah,
in-kind donation?
Like cause it would be like, if there were places where there were gonna be 7 days instead of 19 or things like that, there'd be substantial differences. We'd perhaps be looking at a $50,000 donation instead of 56,000.
I think it was 67,000 for 2022. So,
It's already been reduced.
it took a little bit off.
Okay.
Any other questions? All right. All those in favor? And the motion is passed. We then have a motion to cancel the June 10th and 12th council meetings, as this falls during the Arctic Development Expo held here in Inuvik. Could I have a motion, please? Moved by Councillor Devlin, second by Councillor Whitney. All those in favor? Motion is passed, and I expect to see everybody at the Development Expo. We next have 8.4, the tender award for the Quonset demolition. And for that demolition, everybody has it in their package. We had 3 bids. Director DeKuma, did you want to speak to this? Or I can? All right then. So we had 3 bids, Beaufort Construction at 230,000, Delta Enterprises Incorporated at 49,500, and Rex Maintenance Services at 35,000. So the motion is, be it resolved that Inuvik Town Council hereby awards a Quonset demolition tender contract to Rex Maintenance Services for the tendered price of 35,000. Could I please have a motion? You're gonna approve that, Councillor Polakowski, second, Councillor Day. Any questions? All those in favor?
Yes.
The motion is passed. Thank you. We're now 9.1. This is where 2 councillors declared conflict, so they'll have to leave. So people have this in their package. This was basically the sale to the town of Inuvik in our offer to purchase land from the Newvale Regional Corporation. And we have been through a great deal on this. We have consulted with legal counsel. We have gone through emails. We have tried to look at the background to make sure the process was followed. What we are putting forth as a motion tonight is, be it resolved that Inuvik Town Council hereby defeats the first reading of the bylaw 2730/LND/24, a bylaw to dispose of real property by the way of sale. And be it resolved, be it resolved, yes?
You cannot make a negative motion.
You're right, thank you very much. So the motion is basic, okay, sorry. So the motion would be to approve the sale to the Newvale Regional Corporation. So no, that's not how it's worded. What was the original motion we had on this? We're just gonna take that out. But you're right, Counselor, we would have to go back and do the actual motion that we started with.
That's right.
Thank you,
Motions have to be positive.
thank you. So the acting SAO was just looking for that motion. Don't suppose anybody has it in their copy today? Okay, do you want to let, SAO file know this? So the motion is, be it resolved that the Inuvik Town Council hereby gives first reading to bylaw number 2730/LND/24, by bylaw to dispose of real property by way of sale. And be it resolved that the Inuvik Town Council hereby gives, sorry, we need to do a first reading first, I apologize. So do we have a motion? Councillor Kulikowski,
Sorry, first reading was passed, right?
was it? That's my question, I'm just filling in. the
That was
first reading.
the January, or February 23rd. First
Thank you.
reading was passed. That's where the discussion happened.
Okay, so we're on to the second?
Yes.
Okay, I apologize.
Thank you.
So we're on to the second reading, so be it resolved that the Inuvik Town Council hereby gives second reading to bylaw number 2730/LND/24, a bylaw dispose of real property by way of sale. A motion, please. Councillor Kulikowski and Councillor Harder. Any discussion? Okay, all those in favor? And all those opposed?
No.
Okay, so we have one in favor, three opposed, and Councillor Day, are you abstaining?
I'm in favor.
Okay, so we have two in favor and we have three that are opposed, so the motion is defeated. Okay. And Clarence, I'm gonna need your help on the next part. Can we then go into our next motion of how the land would be disposed of? Since it wasn't part of the original. Do we need to table this to the next meeting?
I
Councilor
would
Kulikowski?
suggest we should.
The way that it's written in the package, the only thing that I would suggest changing is where it says public auction, because the actual title of the item should be public tender.
Right.
Right?
So, and it'd be a bulk sale, but my question is, we've just defeated the second reading. So now, do we basically make this motion as to how we are going to dispose of it, or does that need to be another motion?
It would be another motion.
Okay,
And, we had already approved the agenda, and that motion was not included.
thank you very much, that helps greatly, so then this is going to have to go over to the next meeting.
Right.
Okay, thank you. Did you want to let the two that left the room back in, please? Okay, so next we have item 10, department updates. We don't have any this week. We have the strategic priorities chart. There was a request that on Monday that this be updated, and that's something department heads will do over the next 2 weeks. Item 12, council concerns. Do we have any? Sorry.
Can I give one update?
Yes, of course you can. Sorry.
Just with regard to the council, the community plan, we did have some conversation with MACA over the past week, and it is under review now just for editorial comment. They're anticipating being able to present it next week to the minister with a recommendation to approve, so we're giving that much for our comment.
Okay. Is there anything else under council concern?
I have, not a concern, but something I did want to bring up.
Yes.
I just wanted to take the opportunity to thank Deputy Mayor Merrill for filling in so ably while I've been away. I also want to thank council for being so understanding, while I'm with my wife. Anyway, thank you all.
Thank you. We wish both of you the best. We have no in-camera items tonight, so then can I